Hi all, how are you? Today I'm gonna introducing a topic called Turing thesis, which is an important topic in automata theory, and it consisting of purely theory part. And this thesis is proposed by Alan Turing, who is an father of computer science. Before moving on to our major topic, let's have a look up on our major agenda of this section. The major agenda of this section includes first one, the introduction to our Turing thesis, and the second one, briefly describing what is Turing machine, and third one, the Turing thesis, and the fourth one, the typical example for Turing thesis. Let's have a look up on our introductory part. Here we have two scientists who have come up with two ideas. In olden days, people can't even know what does computable mean. For solving that issue, these two scientists have came up with the two techniques that is described in this slide. In 1936, Alonzo Church, who was a great scientist in America, created a method for defining functions called the lambda calculus. Within lambda calculus, he defined an encoding of the natural numbers called the Church numerals. Also, in that year, before learning church works, Alan Turing created a theoretical model for machines, now called Turing machines, that could carry out calculations from inputs by manipulating symbols on tape. Both these two scientists came up with the brief idea of what does computable means, and surprisingly the Alan Turing is the student of Alonzo Church. The Alan Turing model, that is Turing machine, it is the most powerful model in computer science, and we have more look up on that. Turing machine. What is Turing machine? Turing machine is a nothing, but it was created by Alan Turing. And this model has a computing of general purpose computer. The Turing machine is a collection of following components. That is M equal to Q, epsilon, tau, transition element, Q0, B, and finally F. Let us further pointing out the components of the Turing machine. Let's briefly describing each of the components briefly. That the first one is Q. Q is a finite set of states, and the second one is tau. Tau is a finite set of external symbols, and the third one is epsilon. Epsilon is a finite set of input symbols, and the fourth one is B. B is a blank symbol, majorly used as an end marker for input, and the last and final one is transition element or a mapping function, that is delta. Here are the major components of our Turing machine. Let's have a look upon what does Turing machines means. Turing machine, it is an abstract representation of a computer device. Simply, it is an abstract representation, okay, and it is more like a computer hardware than a computer software. Other than computer software, it is like a computer hardware, okay. And LCMs is logical computer machines. It is the Turing expression for Turing machine, okay. LCMs, we can represent LCMs. LCMs are instead of Turing machines, okay. It was first proposed by Alan Turing, that we already know, in an attempt to give a why he proposed he's an attempt to give a mathematical precise definition of an algorithm or a mechanical procedure. It consists of theory, purely theoretical part, okay. He proposed it, and he attempt to give an definition for algorithm. Okay, that is a Turing machine. I think you get the major idea of what is Turing machine and what does its components includes. Next, we can move on to our major topic, that is Turing thesis. We already know Turing thesis was proposed by our great scientist Alan Turing, who is a father of computer scientist, and we want to know what does the Turing thesis means. And it states the definition of Turing thesis is the Turing thesis states that any computation that can be carried out by mechanical means can be performed by some Turing machine. What does it means? It means that any computation problem or something, anything that carried out by mechanical mean in the real world, and it can be also performed by Turing machine. That implies the ultimate power of Turing machine model. Turing machine model can do anything that can be done by mechanical means. Okay, and also there are some arguments that will accept Turing thesis. Let's have some arguments. I think there are three major arguments that accepting Turing machines, and can we can move on to the next argument slides. Okay, here are some bunch of arguments that accepting Turing thesis as the definition of a mechanical computations. Okay, here we will discuss what are the arguments that will accept the Turing thesis. Here it's given that it's a three arguments here. We can move on to the three arguments. That first one is the anything that can be done on existing digital computer can also done by Turing machine. We know that here we have many of digital computer, we have doing many problems there, and in this scenario, current scenario, we can do anything on existing digital computer. That work will also be done by Turing machine. This also describes the power of Turing machine. First argument. And the second one is no one has yet been able to suggest a problem solvable by what we usually consider an algorithm for which a Turing machine program cannot be written. What does it means? No one, no one in this world has been able to suggest a problem which have an algorithm for which Turing machine program cannot be written. Briefly, this Turing thesis is just a theoretical part. There is no practical part for Turing thesis until there is no practical. Okay. And the third argument, the third and final argument is that alternative models have been proposed for mechanical computation, but none of them is more powerful than the Turing machine. What does it implies? Many of models came up after Turing machine model. Many of scientists invented many of models, but none of them is more powerful than Turing machine model. That implies everything, every models are proposed that can be also done by Turing machine. This implies also the Turing machine powerful powerful model. Okay, and these three arguments simply implies that Turing machine is an unbeatable powerful model until our current scenario. Next, we can move on to our and simple example that constructed Turing machine for language consisting of strings having any number of zeros and only even numbers of ones over the input set epsilon equal to 0 1. The FSM can be drawn as we have Q0 and Q1. Q0 is the final state. Also in the initial state we have the transitions are described here, and let's have a look on this example, do yourself. And Let me know if you have any doubt. You please comment in below, and thank you for watching my seminar. Thank you.